Hi there. My name is John La Bouff, and I'm a member of the leadership team here at Spinnaker. As a firm that's purely focused on supply chain performance, we at Spinnaker have evolved a pretty unique approach to our assessment and transformation work. And the reason behind that is that companies have historically found it pretty elusive to actually accomplish real change using the conventional methods and perspectives. So I'd like to talk a little bit about that approach, and we call it the 5 lenses. The traditional triad is people, process, and technology, and that's certainly part of it. However, at Spinnaker, we think it's essential to consider some additional factors, and I'd like to spend some time drilling down into why. So let's quickly review the traditional first 3. You have to think about the people aspect, both top-down and bottoms-up. The top-down view is organizational in nature. Like, are my business decisions in line with how my supply chain operates? And most importantly, are the right decision makers in the mix at the right moments? The bottom-up view is much more delicate because it deals with both training and talent. Not just are we giving individuals the tools they need, but are they frankly capable of succeeding in their roles? Process is key simply because you want to take risk and uncertainty out of the equation where you can. It's your assurance that you can produce similar results under comparable conditions. Technology is essential in modern supply chain management, and it's where most of the money flows. Pretty much any improvement project has a technology component, and most are dominated by it. More than any other reason, projects suffer because of underfocus on the non-technology aspects of performance improvement. Technology requires care and feeding, most importantly with data. And it's quite common for companies to fail to take care of their toys. Let's talk about the next Spinnaker lens, policy. We often call this the missing lens because a lot of people don't pay sufficient attention to it. But any company has a backdrop of rules and traditions that influence the processes you see on the surface, and those things are important to explore. Sometimes it's as simple as institutionalized bias, such as when demand planners are terrified of producing a forecast they might undershoot. Sometimes it's rules of thumb that under examination won't produce the results they were intended to, such as applying one-size-fits-all days of supply for stock targets and expecting high service levels to result. When you're in pursuit of supply chain performance improvements, it's essential to unearth such rules and tribal knowledge and to augment them with data-driven analysis. Decisions like assigning make-to-order or make-to-stock need useful criteria. When you're tight on supply, having solid guidelines for differentiated customer service can head off internal warfare. Our 5th and probably the most important lens is metrics. Both when they exist and when they're absent, they're a pretty good guide to current behavior and performance. And when you start making changes, it's a pretty safe bet that you're going to have to align metrics with where you want to go. I think it's pretty hard to overemphasize this point, so I'd like to spend some time breaking it down a little further. First, you can expect to find important metrics when they affect people's compensation or rewards. These are powerful drivers of behavior, such as if an account manager is compensated on hitting quarter revenue targets, you can expect they'll be motivated to keep the forecast as low as possible. You can also expect they might take a scorched earth approach to generating sales if they are lagging towards the end of the quarter. These need to be examined because the behavior they promote may not be what you want. Trying to implement change without modifying incentives like this is going to generate resistance and resentment. Also, supply chain is a balancing act, and there's multiple objectives that are in tension with each other. At the corporate level, that balance may be visible with attention shared across things like customer service, capital performance, and operational effectiveness. However, in objectives and measures that get assigned to different departments and functions, that context of balance is often lost. With service, the province of sales maybe, and operational productivity, the focus of manufacturing. What was balanced becomes conflict. Instead, every stakeholder and decision maker needs to feel accountable for the complete set. Finally, measurement needs to be premised on agreed good data. Targets need to survive the reality test of your business and your industry. So there you have Spinnaker's 5 lenses. We've learned through hard experience that you ignore all of them at your peril. If you'd like to know more, give us a call and we'll be happy to talk about it.